You're listening to Soap Dirt, the latest in television entertainment news.
Hey, Days of Our Lives fans, I've got your early weekly spoilers for September 15th through the 19th. We're going to talk about Tony's twisted new scheme and Rachel Black ranting and spiraling. It's Belinda from Soap Dirt. If you're not following, please reach down, click that subscribe button. As we always do on Early Edition Day, we start with what's coming the rest of this week, and then we're going to dive into the new stuff coming next week. Exciting stuff. With that in mind, on Wednesday, September 10th, we are going to find out that Tony DiMera sent the family jet to bring Theo Carver from South Africa to Salem. So Tony's got a project proposal for his nephew Theo that he wanted to discuss in person. So I wonder if Tony actually wants Theo to take over as DiMera CEO, or maybe he wants him to do some hacking and help dig into Titan to break the merger apart. Meanwhile, Theo gets support from his dad, Abe Carver, and his stepmom, Paulina Price. And of course, Theo recently went through a breakup with Brady, which is part of the reason Theo is probably okay with coming back to town. And I wonder if he's going to stick around long enough to be a love interest for somebody like Ariana. Plus, Stephanie confronts her dad, Steve, and I do think Stephanie may suspect that Steve is the one who planted the bugged pen in Xander and Philip's Titan office, except it wasn't him, it was Gabby. Kayla catches up with Marlena on Wednesday, and I wonder if they're going to talk about Rachel or Marlena's weird dreams or EJ's awful hospital plans. We also have Maggie and Julie, who of course are both relatively recent widows, talking over their grief about losing the loves of their life, Victor Kiriakis and Doug Williams. And of course, the bookstore is now a nice distraction for Julie. It's getting her out of the house. It's keeping her busy. And I wonder if she's going to ask Maggie to come work with her over there just to have something else to do. Plus, Belle and Shawn have a really nice heart-to-heart chat. Maybe they're catching up about Claire since Shawn just got back from seeing her. And I am very curious to see whether they may rekindle. You know, they're off and on again, but there's a deep love there. On Thursday, September 11th, we've got Tate giving Brady a clue, maybe even unintentionally. And of course, this is about Sophia, and Brady is getting closer and closer to unraveling Sophia and Melinda's lies about the baby and finding out the really ugly truth of what's been done behind Tate's back. Rachel has a nice time connecting with Holly. And of course, Rachel is blaming herself for Kristen going to prison. And she actually tells Holly that. Rachel says, "It's all my fault. My mom is in prison." So I wonder if Rachel's going to remember she shot EJ, or we're going to find out that Rachel never forgot. We'll see if she opens up to Holly about what she's done. Stephanie swears Alex to secrecy on Thursday, and this is hot off her conversation with her dad, Steve. So I wonder if Stephanie is giving him some info about her dad, Steve's shortcut investigation into Titan. And I wonder if Steve suspects that his former client, Gabby, might have been so desperate when he canceled the investigation that she's the one who did the amateurish bug in the office. If he tells Stephanie that, will she turn around and tell Alex? Plus, Chanel tells Johnny she's ready to adopt. She knows what baby she wants. It looks like little Tesoro is about to be Salem's most wanted kid soon. Because we also have Javi and Leo wanting to adopt Tesoro. They've both fallen in love with the kid, but they have issues with their backgrounds that could be problematic. Leo is a known con man, and Javi has this thing in his past where he had a child that died. He has anxiety about that. And of course, he hasn't even told Leo all about that. And that's all got to come out before they can dive into adopting at all. Friday, September 12th, Tate takes advantage of a moment with Sophia. He is trying to shake some truth out of her. And I wonder if he's got more evidence in hand to confront her with. And of course, Sophia is all in a panic. Anytime Tesoro comes in to the Brady pub or Tate rolls up on her with more questions. Brady tells Steve about his hunch, and I'm wondering if Brady suspects that Sophia lied about when she gave birth, because that's really the only reason not to suspect Tesoro as her child. And of course, Sophia's worried that people will start to realize that Tesoro looks Asian, stuff like that. We'll see. Rachel completely stuns Kristen on Friday. I wonder if Brady has agreed to take Rachel to Statesville to see her mom, Kristen, or if Rachel sneaks off and grabs a ride share and heads up there to the prison. And we do know that Kristen's shocked, so I wonder if Rachel is going to confess that she's the one who did it. Johnny gets support from Holly, and I think that she and some others are supposed to be in his film class at Salem University, and they may also be talking about his adoption plans with Chanel. Also this week, Rafe is going to run a DNA test on baby Tesoro. I'm assuming he's looking for a match to Tate. We'll see. I don't think this test is authorized, though. The week of September 15th through the 19th, I'm wondering if Sophia is turning into Jan Spears version 2.0 with her insistent obsession with Tate. I'm very excited to see Rafe's DNA test results on her son Tesoro. Aaron Green is back in town, and this may be for a reason other than just college. He's been acting weird for a while about Sophia. We know he has a long-running crush. They had that mystery day they spent together, and Aaron has always acted a little guilty around Tate after that. Shawn and Belle get closer. Maybe we'll see them try again. They both had rebounds with Jada and her with EJ, so maybe history repeats itself with these two yet again. Brady is soon going to uncover two brutal truths about two kids. First, that Rachel was the shooter in the EJ incident, and that Tate is indeed the dad of Tesoro. Rachel is soon spiraling out of control, and spoilers confirm that when she goes off the deep end, somebody's life may be at risk, and I don't think it's going to be Rachel. So she is creating some sort of life and death drama very soon over this EJ issue. Hopefully she doesn't circle back around to EJ and try to finish him off or something. Stephanie told EJ that they've got to name this new clinic after Dr. Tom Horton and not the DiMeras, who have a pretty tarnished name in Salem. Look for more to be revealed on the sick science that EJ and Gwen are cooking up with these secretive plans for the hospital. Also, Marlena's dreams worsen.
Thank you for being a loyal listener. Follow us wherever you get your podcast, because you don't want to miss the next episode. Soap Dirt is on all the major podcast platforms, including Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more.